Okay, calling the January 26, 2026 Parks and Recreation Commission meeting to order at 5:31 p.m. I'd like to do a roll call, ma'am.
Commissioners, when I call your name, please indicate that you are present. Chair Moralia.
Present.
Vice Chair Nagaya.
Present.
Commissioner Admeyer.
Present.
Commissioner Davis is excused. Commissioner Diaz.
Present.
Commissioner Ferguson.
Present.
Commissioner Fine.
Present.
Commissioner Finland is excused and maybe late. Commissioner Phillips.
Present.
Commissioner Roddy.
Present.
We have a quorum.
The agenda was posted on January 21st, 2026. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes? Any changes to the minutes?
I have one.
Okay.
Under Commissioner comments, can you clarify that the holiday shopping bazaar was for the Friends of the Palm Springs Library?
I can.
Otherwise, it just looks like I want you to go to the mall with me.
Which, you know, hey.
Yes, I will clarify that. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other changes? Can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you.
We'll do a roll call vote on that. Chair Moralia.
Approved.
Vice Chair Nagaya.
Approved.
Commissioner Admeyer.
Approved.
Commissioner Diaz.
Approved.
Commissioner Ferguson.
Approved.
Commissioner Fine. Commissioner Phillips.
Approved.
Commissioner Roddy.
Approved.
Motion approved. Minutes approved.
Before we get to public comment, I was asked to make an announcement that when we speak, try to enunciate as much as you can because the speakers sometimes have trouble picking up our voices. Apparently, I'm perfectly loud enough, so you could aim for this.
Aim for you.
That level of loudness, I guess. This time has been set aside for members of the public to address the Parks and Recreation Commission on agenda items and items of general interest within the subject matter jurisdiction of the commission. Although the commission values your comments pursuant to the Brown Act, it generally cannot take any action on items not listed on the posted agenda. 3 minutes are assigned for each speaker. Do we have anyone in the audience who wants to speak? No. Anybody on Zoom?
If you're joining us via Zoom, please use the raise hand feature to indicate that you would like to speak. No members on Zoom.
That concludes public comment. Director's report.
All right, good evening, Parks and Recreation Commissioners. I'll give you a brief update of what the department's been up to since our last meeting in November. So in December, we had a couple city council agenda items that went forward to the council for approval. The first was approval of a construction contract with Innovative Playgrounds Company. This is for, and USA Shade and Fabric Structures. This is for the playground replacement project at Desert Highland Park. So that was approved to go ahead and move forward. We're currently working through the agreement process and we'll come forward with a groundbreaking date in the near future. Once all that's taken care of, John will talk about that in his project updates. Another was approval of the plans and the scope of work to go ahead and bid the Victoria Park restroom replacement project. The third item was approval of the construction contract with Miracle Recreation Equipment Company. This is for the shade structure and the rubberized surfacing over at Ruth Hardy Park. This is that Measure J project that was put in with support from G-Force. And then the fourth item was the stay of resident golf rates at Tahquitz Creek Golf Resorts. On January 14th, at that city council meeting, we didn't have any items that went forward to the council for approval. And upcoming this Wednesday, on January 28th, the Demuth Park Development Project is moving forward for approval to the council. So that is the improvements to both dog parks, small and large, at the Demuth Park, as well as parking lot improvements and the new restroom at Demuth Park. So a long-awaited project, which we're really excited to move that one forward. Since our last meeting, we've added 2 new members to the department. First is we have Yvonne Cruz Tovar. She is our newest Recreation and Program Assistant who is working out at the Leisure Center. Yvonne already was working really closely with us as a temporary employee. She worked alongside our team supporting the FKO program, the Pee Wee WEC program, and worked numerous special events and parades. So you may be familiar with her friendly face. Most recently, she's also been working at the Demuth Community Center as a temporary employee, helping us staff the front counter there. She's a local to the Coachella Valley and a graduate of Cathedral City High School, and she brings a strong connection to our community with valuable hands-on experience with the department. So we're really excited to hire her and have her on board permanently with us, and she's going to be a great addition to the team. Separately, we also added a new lifeguard to the swim center team. This is Patrick Marnane. He's our newest lifeguard, and he holds a degree in journalism and public affairs. He brings extensive customer service experience, including a previous role as a financial and travel management concierge, where professionalism, attention to detail, and exceptional public interaction were key. He's really passionate about aquatics, and his background and community connection will be a great asset to our swim center. So that is our 2 newest employees in the Department of Parks and Recreation. Quick heads up, as we're already building in programming for the spring season. Spring camp registration will open up on March 1st. So if you or anyone that you know is interested in registering kiddos for camp, this is both at the Leisure Center and at the James L. Jesse Desert Highland Community Center. We want you to go ahead and know that registration is coming up soon. So we're really excited about this spring camp program that'll come forward with the first session beginning on March 30th.
Can I ask a question about the spring
Yeah.
camp program?
Sure.
Like in the past, can people make donations so kids can go?
Yes,
Where do they
absolutely.
do that?
Yeah, so you can let any one of the staff know at the Leisure Center, and we can go ahead and put that into a scholarship account to help with the kids.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for that announcement. All right, so we've made a big deal out of this, but we're really excited about our play recreation brochure. So this is Parks, Leisure, and Activities for You. This is now our quarterly digital recreation guide. It launched in December and is launched solely online and already has received a tremendous amount of positive feedback from our community members. The guide makes it easy for residents and visitors to quickly identify park and recreation programs and activities nearby that improves overall accessibility and awareness of everything that we have to offer. Because it is also digital, we're also able to make real-time updates in this user-friendly format to really just connect with the community and just show a robust offering of all of our programs, events, and opportunities. So although this is the winter season, we're already working on spring, and so now we're getting the team really focused into now a seasonal brochure that we will be producing. I hope all of you have thoroughly enjoyed this. This has been a big kind of a lot of work that our team has been putting in to make this happen, but something that we're really proud of. So we also hope that you're really excited about it as well. Sure.
It's a beautifully done piece.
Oh, thank you.
I have to say. Do you have any idea how many hits you've gotten so far?
Our Chair Morelia just asked about that recently. We haven't been able to pull the data yet, but we will make sure that we get that.
Actually, I'm an alumni director for an organization in Costa Mesa. One of the things we're looking at doing is exactly what you've done. So
Oh, cool.
I'm going to be in your hip pocket after this.
All right, sounds good. Some other items that we've been up to, Village Fest events. So the month of December was packed with weekly holiday events as part of Village Fest. So we held a Cookies with Mrs. Claus event, our Sugar Plum Dreams event, and Santa's Cozy Workshops. Throughout each of the weeks, guests enjoyed cookie decorating, hot cocoa, concerts, entertainment, and free games and activities as part of this weekly Village Fest event. So although Village Fest is operated by the Village Fest Board, the Parks and Recreation Department comes in as part of these special activities to help the Village Fest team with putting on these special events. So still a huge, big shout out to our team for making that happen. Also in December, one of the biggest events of the year is our Festival of Lights Parade. That was held on Saturday, December 6th, and showcased over 93 entries, including floats, marching bands, dance groups, obviously our city council and special guest stars, and our very own 50 years of Sunrise Park floats. So some of you rode in the floats, which was really fun and exciting. But it was a beautiful way to go ahead and celebrate the department, but also this 50 years of play that we'll be doing.
We had a good time.
We also had hundreds of thousands of guests participate in this Festival of Lights parade, and so from a spectator's point of view, overall, it was a really well-done event. And so we hope that many of you that attended also had a great time. And then here are also some additional photos from the parade as well. On Saturday, December 20th, our team also put on our Breakfast with Santa events where we served over 300 families as part of this event. This was an opportunity to enjoy breakfast, hot cocoa, arts and crafts, and of course, a meet and greet with Santa himself. Children were able to pick a toy to bring home after a fun-filled day of a bunch of holiday activities. So, and a huge shout out to our volunteers who made this event possible, and I know some of you were also there. So thank you for being there and showing your support.
That was awesome. Really well done event.
Thank you. Thank you. Also on Saturday, December 12th, was our Whoville holiday that was put on at the Demuth Community Center. This was a huge hit with gingerbread house making, some story time, activities, hot cocoa, and a visit from Grinch. The Demuth Community Center team transformed the whole center into a Whoville Wonderland, which was a great event. It was a huge success. So within the first few minutes of opening registration, it sold out. And so we actually increased registrations to allow for some additional capacity. But it also made us realize that this is a great event that we're going to need to expand into the gym. So next year, we'll be looking at moving this into the gymnasium and
What was
making
the
it a
cost
larger
of
event.
that?
It was free,
Free.
right? Yeah,
As well as the breakfast with Santa?
correct. Yeah, both events were free. And then we also had our Christmas program and toy giveaway event at the James and Jesse Desert Highland Unity Center. This was held on Friday, December 19th. The evening was full of free gift wrapping, hot cocoa, cookie decorating, and a visit from Santa and Mrs. Claus. A huge shout out to all of our partners who helped donate for this event, and a couple of you were also there as well. So thank you for showing up and showing your support for the JOJ team. Recently, we partnered with the Sustainability Department to host a community cleanup with Ben & Jerry's. They came out and participated in a cleanup around the Desert Highland Gateway Estates community. We had over 250 Ben & Jerry's volunteers who showed up to this cleanup day and cleaned up the park, beautified the park and the surrounding areas, and really just helped clean up and beautify the whole space. So really big shout out and thank you to Ben & Jerry's and a few of our team members for leading that event. It was a great event for this community. On January 13th, we hosted a playground ribbon cutting for Ruth Hardy Park. This was really exciting to go ahead and open up our newest playground here. It's a large structure, and we're really excited to end that project because we experienced some challenges along the way. But we had many of you there celebrating in this ribbon cutting, as well as, of course, city council members and a bunch of members from the public. So thank you all in celebrating this huge accomplishment with us, and we're super excited to see just the tremendous amount of kids and families that are enjoying this new playground every single day. Winter camp. This year's winter camp was jam-packed with a bunch of fun activities, excursions, and plenty of playtime for all of our young little ones that participate in our programs. Participants had a bunch of different activities as part of camp, including gingerbread making houses, chalk art competitions, rode bicycles, and a whole bunch more different activities. When school is on break, parents can count on the Parks and Recreation Department as a fun place to send their kiddos to go to. So just a friendly reminder that we always have camp going on. On January 8th, as part of the Demuth Community Center, we've launched a new program called Footprints in the Sand. It kicked off with a wonderful group of people willing to explore local trails and perform low-impact walking exercise in the area. The first excursion was through the Prescott Preserve on a beautiful January day in Palm Springs. And the Footprints in the Sand meets every Wednesday, I believe. And so we're super excited to start this new program at the Muth and just create kind of more community connections and engagement with our community down there. We recently held a lifeguard in-service training where our lifeguard team works diligently to prepare for an emergency that comes their way. Safety is a top priority for the aquatics team, so it's important that we're hosting our monthly in-service trainings and making sure that our lifeguards are kept up to date with all of their certifications and all of their life-saving skills. The team must remain vigilant at all times while they're guarding and on stand, and these trainings help keep that urgency fresh in their minds. So all of our lovely patrons at the swim center can enjoy peace of mind during their visit to the pool. So it was a really great opportunity for not only just bonding amongst the team, but also just making sure that their skills are on point. Couple of park maintenance highlights to be aware of. Ball fields, our parks maintenance team continues to care for all of our ball fields and have been hard at work prepping them back for tournaments at Demuth Park. We've also prepped and done some work at the stadium so that we can make sure that the Power Baseball team is ready to go with their season that started last week. We've done laser leveling and cleanup to just help prepare them for their upcoming season, and we'll be working on upgrading the new sign that'll be coming soon. Some other park maintenance highlights is that we've been really hard at work with repairing some barbecue pits at Ruth Hardy Park. And also, I don't know if you all know this, but we also handle the banner program throughout downtown. And so with the film festival in town and a bunch of other just busy event season, our park maintenance team is also hard at work at just replacing and changing over all of those banners. We've also looked at standardizing all of our soap dispensers. Well, not really exciting. It is really exciting for us. And so all of our soap dispensers are standardized throughout all of the parks and our facilities, which is really great and a much easier job for our maintenance team to handle. And I'll turn it over to John to give you some project updates.
Hey, everyone. Okay, so as Nick mentioned, we had the Desert Highland Park Playground was approved at the December 10th council meeting. We did request and receive an additional $200,000 in Measure J funding for that, so that's going to be a huge help to make sure we get to bring everything we want up there. Vendor agreement scheduling is underway, so all the procurement stuff, insurance, bonds, all that stuff with the different vendors. And then as soon as we have that, we'll have a more definitive project schedule for this one. Playground, shade, engineering, and lighting procurement are all in process. We're looking to see if we're trying to find a custom solution to integrate the lights onto the poles rather than having to have independent light poles. So I'll keep you posted as that progresses. And then construction is, at this point, expected to get underway April or May, hopefully April. It just depends on how fast we can get through all the engineering and approvals. Ruth Hardy Park is complete. So as Nick said, we had a couple issues on here, which was, learned a lot. We had an old sewer manhole that we found under there that we mitigated. That was interesting. So we had some increased material engineering costs, the play structure enhanced for safety and integration. So the shade towers in the middle on the large, they call it the mega tower there, we actually had that up, and then we replaced those tower structures on the playground itself once they were already in, and swapped them out to the footings that were there. So that was another challenge we had faced, but went off without a hitch. And then we have one last pending column tab adjustment. When you look at this picture here, you can see right there in the front, there's now a big shade sail there. It wasn't there when we first put this in. They had mismeasured that. And on one side, we just have to switch two of the tabs just so they're more in alignment with the approach of the shade sail, make sure that it all jives with the engineering stuff. So you'll see a little activity, probably out there for about a half a day or so, doing a little welding, and then they'll paint it back up and you won't even notice it. So just want everybody to know that if you see some work up there. The Ruth Hardy Park Measure J Community Exercise Center is, again, that's underway as well. We're going through procurement, working on getting bonds and the agreement finalized for that. That was also approved at December 10th City Council meeting. And this is a Measure J community initiated project as well, so that's where the funding for this one's coming from. It's going to be a 60 by 100-foot rubberized surface with, it looks like two shade structures, but it's really one. It's kind of two shade canopies over one larger structure. And construction for that's targeted April for May. And speaking with the contractors, it sounds like once we actually break ground, it should be a relatively quick 3 to 4 week install. If all goes according to plan there, once we break ground, it'll be pretty fast. The swim center, locker room, and office renovation. So the design documents are in progress, and our exploratory demolition on the office has been underway last week and this week. So we'll be finalizing that. We have a walkthrough with the contractor later this week to just look at buttoning up all the demo work and going over anything that they may have found during that time. The project, I know everyone's been asking about that one, the schedule for that project. We don't know yet. Just letting the public know, pending what comes out of this and what that entails for the design process. Once it goes out to bid, then we'll know when it's going to start. But it's going to be a ways out yet. So, public art, really quick. So the AIDS Memorial plans are still under review. I've got a meeting with our building and safety director tomorrow, actually, just to get an update on where we're at with that. I did see also on the post, and then talking with the artist earlier today, the stone is at the Millers in Italy right now, so that's pretty exciting. I think moving forward, just coordinating with his team. They have a pretty large project management team as well, and a set of contractors. We're hoping to get this underway maybe sometime in April, depending on how long that stone takes to mill and to get shipped over here. Yeah, so keep everybody posted as soon as we have a more clear update on that one. A few other projects in development we have really quick are the stadium sign pending installation. We have the PO that's out right now, so I'll be meeting with the vendor probably sometime tomorrow just to do a final quick site walk. They'll get that up hopefully this week or next week. We're just trying to schedule around Andrew Starkey's operations and make sure that we get in there without disturbing anything. Some of the Measure J projects that are advancing are the Barristo Park feasibility study and the Tahquitz Creek Trail master plan. That is part of the updated flood control agreement in development with Riverside County, and there's a lot of projects that are determined by that larger governing contract.
Is that what the Barristo Park thing is? Or is that the one that the neighborhood brought forward?
The neighborhood brought that
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's that one. This will determine whatever happens with the channel.
Yeah, gotcha.
Tahquitz Creek Golf Course design, conceptual design, so we're in talks with them as well. We've met with the golf course to kind of get their thoughts to move that project forward, and then we'll have another meeting probably later in the end of February to finalize that and get the conceptual designs underway. We will be working closely, I should say, with historic site preservation on that one as well to make sure we're not touching the building, but we have to make sure that we're working closely for the intent of the building for that area in the back as well.
Yeah.
The Tahquitz Creek Trail Master Plan, is that an update to the existing plan, or are we doing a new plan?
No, it's the same plan, it's just now implementation of the
Oh,
plan.
okay.
Trino, the neighborhood organization, put forward a Measure J project to actually implement that plan, so
Okay.
now we're moving forward.
Okay.
What's that?
I was just in the trees.
Yeah.
The Ruth Hardy Park, pardon me, tennis courts assessments. So we're starting to look at that project a lot more heavily. It's something that's been on our radar, but now that pickleball is going to be, finalizing in the next couple of months, we want to get the ball rolling on this one. We're working with our grant writer to try to secure this USTA, U.S. Tennis Association grant, to look at some design options up there and start looking at this more of a holistic approach to the entire tennis complex up there, rather than some of the smaller individual pieces that are probably really going to start a chain of events where we're looking at it as a bigger project. Assessing replacement of the wellness park exercise equipment and surfacing. I'll be meeting with the contractor out there to look at that outdoor exercise equipment, doing a like-for-like replacement and new surfacing there. So we'll have some more details once we have that further underway. And then the assessment of the Demuth Community Center yard improvements. We've been looking at options to do some improvements to that yard, whether the functionality that's existing now or doing some further improvements, larger fence, more secure fence, maybe trying to utilize the yard in a different way just to make it more usable for our parks maintenance team and offer some other support services there for storage for the rest of the city. I'm going to cover really quick too for our CIP team for engineering. Alberto had sent these over. The Demuth Park improvements that Nick had said came in. We received 7 bids. The low bidder is Zico Incorporated. They were selected and they're going to City Council with that later this week for award. Shooting for pre-construction meeting sometime early in February. The Demuth Pickleball Expansion Project, site demolition is pretty much completed. The gas line relocation, which you can see in the picture there, has been done. And right now they're working on grading for certification and preparing for all the lights, fencing, and the shade structure foundation. So drilled a lot of big holes in that park right there as well as now. So more to come on that one.
Can I ask you something about that? Can we put one of those, click here to get an update on the project? Because there's a bunch of the Measure J signs out there, but every time I go there to look at it, there's other people there and they're like, when is this gonna happen? How long is this gonna take?
Like a QR code. that
Yeah,
we had,
one of
like, at
those
the
things that
playground.
we've done like with the playgrounds and
I'll
stuff.
do with engineering on that. Anything else on my updates? Otherwise, we're gonna go over to Aaron. Great.
So I don't have any pretty pictures yet.
This is really exciting.
We'll come back to Victoria. Let's talk about Pavilion, because that's where I've got pictures. So the demolition has been completed. Remediation's complete. Right now, we are working through some ideas for technology upgrades, looking at the flooring in the space, and working through some HVAC improvements, so looking to expand the Wi-Fi, duct cleaning, everything that we can possibly do in the limited amount of time that we have with the pavilion being closed. But it's really exciting to see it in this state, to have all of those acoustic tiles down and now safed off. We addressed all of the water issues that we had in the space, which were primarily caused by aging roof drains that had separated, never connected. Who knows? It's an old building. So we addressed those, and over the next couple of weeks, it's going to be pretty quiet in there as we work through what we can do before we continue onto the build back. The other item that we will be completing in April, I think I've mentioned before, is replacement of all of the doors and windows on the exterior of the building. And so that's going to improve safety, security, as well as insulation on the building, putting up low energy double pane, and they're actually gas filled window units, insulated gas units to help with the energy consumption of the building. So that's kind of the big exciting one, and I can't wait to show you pretty pictures of it, but we're not there yet.
Are there renderings that we've already seen of what it's going to look like when it's done?
No, so really everything is maintenance. So it's pull and replace what was there.
Put it
Everything
back up again.
Yeah, everything's going to be modernized.
Who's picking the floors and all the
So
aesthetics?
the flooring is going to be refinishing the existing wood flooring.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's historic wood flooring, and then we are looking at a couple of options of where there was carpet before to potentially do a resilient flooring, which Nick is just learning about this as I say it out loud. So we'll talk about that later. Any other questions on the pavilion before I move on? Victoria Park restroom, so we're gonna go out to bid. We had a bit of a delay in our procurement process, so that's gonna be closer to the end of February. Ideally, we can still get into construction at some point this summer for the new restroom at Victoria Park. Art in the Parks, we are working through the final permit right now of the 4. So once I have that, then we will be able to mobilize on pouring concrete footings and the installations, ideally in the next month. And then the downtown splash pad, another one that I wish I had pretty pictures of, but we are close. So we're still waiting on the final component, but we anticipate that we're going to complete construction on this by the end of February.
Yay.
That concludes our update, unless commissioners have any other questions.
Anybody have any questions for these guys? Nope.
Sounds good.
Action items.
Okay, so a schedule update. So due to a conflict in November, the city council's schedule, they are now meeting of when we would normally meet on that Monday in November. So we are now proposing the third Monday, which is November 16th. So that is a change, and so we would require an action from the commission to go ahead and set that date.
I'll make a motion to approve the update to the 2026 Parks and Rec.
Second.
We'll do a roll call vote for that. Chair Moralia,
Yes.
Vice Chair Nagaya,
Yes.
Commissioner Admire,
Yes.
Commissioner Diaz,
Yes.
Commissioner Ferguson, Commissioner Fine,
Yes.
Commissioner Phillips,
Yes.
and Commissioner Roddy. Motion approved.
All right, thank you. Next item, so again, we are working a lot on policy development, so this is approval of some indoor fitness center rules. This is at the Jamesville Jesse Desert Island Unity Center and the Demuth Community Center. The idea is to improve overall and enhance safety and improve our operations at both of those facilities. So we would request an approval from the commission to move forward with this. And this was included in your agenda packet.
Can I just make one comment on it?
Sure.
The bullet that says, please report all injuries that require first aid, and on the other one, it says, all injuries requiring first aid. Can we just make that the same, so it's consistent across? I know they're not in the same place and everything, but
Oh, yes.
otherwise, I'd move to approve it.
So we would suggest to probably state the all injuries requiring first aid must be reported to the front desk staff. So that would be our recommendation, to keep it the same on both.
Sure.
Okay.
Just as long as they're the same, it just bugs me that they're not.
I'll second her motion.
Okay. And we'll do any other discussion? Anybody else before I go?
Any questions, anybody? No?
Okay, roll call vote, please. Chair Moralia,
Yes,
Vice
approved.
Chair Nagaya,
Approved.
Commissioner Admire,
Yes.
Commissioner Diaz,
Yes.
Commissioner Ferguson,
Approved.
Commissioner Fine,
Approved.
Commissioner Phillips,
Approved.
Commissioner Roddy,
Yes.
motion approved.
And this next one, similar, but this is for the gymnasium. So again, we would request an approval from the commission to go ahead and move forward.
I'll give you back your,
I'll make a motion to approve, to move forward with it.
Second.
back your packet.
Chair Moralia,
Approved.
Vice Chair Nagaya,
I recuse myself.
thank you. Commissioner Admire,
Approved.
Commissioner Diaz,
Approved.
Commissioner Ferguson,
Approved.
Commissioner Fine,
Approved.
Commissioner Phillips,
Approved.
Commissioner Roddy.
Approved.
Motion approved with Commissioner Finland.
Approved.
Motion approved with the recusal of
Snuck
Vice
in.
Chair Nagaya.
Not too bad.
All right, another policy, this is special event code of conduct. So a few months ago, you all approved a code of conduct for our community centers, and now we're taking that now outside. So now that we have a code of conduct during our special events. So the intent here is to have that displayed on A-frames, so that is available and visible for the public. And there's also a media disclaimer notice on there also, so that allows us to make sure that we can take photos during events. So we would request approval from the commission to go ahead and move forward.
I'll make a motion to move it forward. Did everybody have a chance to read it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'll second.
Roll call vote once again. Chair Moralia,
Approved.
Vice Chair Nagaya,
Approved.
Commissioner Admire,
Approved.
Commissioner Diaz,
Approved.
Commissioner Ferguson,
Approved.
Commissioner Fine,
Approved.
Commissioner Finland,
Approved.
Commissioner Phillips,
Approved.
Commissioner Roddy. Motion approved.
All right, thank you all. quick little update for you all. So at a previous commission meeting, we had mentioned that we are moving into this 50 years of Sunrise Park celebration, where we're calling it 50 Years of Sunrise, a Year of Play. The play portion is to help with the recreation brochure and kind of just promoting that, but then also promoting a lot of this outdoor activity, community gatherings, and everything that we have to do with Parks and Recreation. So over the course of this year, what our intention is to go ahead and rotate this Year of Play celebration to do some type of events at each park throughout the Parks and Rec system, with a culminating event in November with a large event in Sunrise Park celebrating not only Sunrise Park, but all of the facilities, the historic preservation, and everything for that. So our special events team is still finalizing all the dates for this, which we should have that within the next couple of weeks. And once we have that, we'll let you know what all of those dates are. But to give you an idea, what we are looking to do is in February, we will celebrate Victoria Park and do an event in Victoria Park. In March, we'll do something at Francis Stevens Park and the dog park here at City Hall. April, something at Wellness Park. May, something at Downtown Park and at Ruth Hardy Park. June, the Swim Center and Desert Highland Park. July, celebrating with Independence Day, but then also celebrating at Village Fest because it is Parks and Recreation Month in July. August at Saukwitz Creek Golf Resorts. September, Gateway Park and Barristo Park. October, Demuth, and then November, of course, Sunrise Park, and everything going on in Sunrise Park. So again, the special events team is finalizing all of these details. We'll share that out with you all, but we're really excited to be kicking off this Year of Play.
What are they thinking about as an event? Like, are they thinking like,
For Sunrise Park?
like just in general, like what are the
Yeah.
special events you're thinking about? Is
So
it like
they
a whole-
range in the different types of different activities.
Are they like kid geared or like family geared or?
Some of them, most of them are going to be family geared, and some of them, like the one at Gateway Park, we're thinking as like a bocce ball tournament because
Okay.
there's bocce ball courts there.
Different
So we're
things,
playing,
not the
we're
same.
playing off of kind of the main amenities that are done in each park. And so in February, Victoria Park, we're launching a new program, which we'll share about in a future meeting, but it's going to be called Recreation Unplugged, where it's kind of like a mobile recreation program where we're taking that out to different parks and events. We used to do around this time a lot of movies in the park, but a lot of the movies in the park have to get canceled because it's also wind season. So we're looking at other types of activities where we can still do something in the park, but not bring up a big, giant inflatable movie screen that's going to get blown away. And so we're looking at kind of changing some of that stuff around. The dog park will tailor something with our dog friends and our people here at the dog park, but also tying that in with the tree planting. There's like a kite festival in there, obviously something around water with the swim center. We're looking at partnering with the golf resorts on some type of night golf events on the driving range. So a whole bunch of different activities.
And this is
Yeah.
this year, correct?
This is this year, yeah.
How are we gonna get February up and running?
That's why I said we'll have a date sometime within the next couple of weeks.
You could do an easy thing and just do like, romantic movie in the park night, like.
We want to, correct, yeah. It might be windy, so we're not.
Okay, never mind.
Other questions?
Can you flip-flop the swim center and the Gateway Park, just because September is always hotter? Kind of in June. I feel like pickleball at Gateway Park is gonna be toasty.
But I don't think you do pickleball in June, it's not gonna be ready in time.
Well, Gateway Park is
No,
the
it's
bocce
bocce.
ball court.
Bocce ball.
Bocce.
Yeah.
Sorry, bocce. You don't have to, just, I don't like going outside when it's 112 degrees.
What, June?
Heading June.
September.
That's what I say, June's not that
That's what I'm
hot,
saying,
yeah.
flip-flop that with the swim center, because swim center you have water, so in September it's gonna be toastier.
That's true.
August is just gonna be hot,
I
but
think I think June was a movie night at the pool. I think
Oh,
that's
okay.
why it was June, but I'll double check that. Full tech gateway, right?
Gateway.
All right,
That's a lot of special events.
yes.
I hope, what's his name? Jorge? What's the new guy's name?
Jose.
Jose,
Jose.
yeah,
Like, I hope he's up for it.
we're keeping him busy.
He came in during event season, so
Yeah.
he's conditioned.
Okay, next item is a presentation, kind of an update on the master plan implementation. So let me pull that up. I also attached it in your agenda packets, just to give you all an update of where we are in the implementation process.
What is our fiscal year, sorry?
Fiscal year is July 1 through June 30th. Okay, so I figured instead of just going through kind of every single line item, give you an overall kind of update of where we are in the master plan process. Being that this is our first year, we've already completed a lot of work as part of this process, which we all should be really proud of ourselves here. But please feel free to stop me and ask questions along the way if you need some further clarification. So the first kind of big goal is communicate the experience. Some of the things that we've accomplished, assign a staff member to handle social media announcements. We've engaged with Desert Social Club as our outside consultant who is handling all of our social media presence. They've done a really great job in just helping to promote all of the events, programs, and items that we've been doing. They've also tailored and launched a digital newsletter that comes out. So that has already been handled, and we've made some really good, tremendous progress on that. We've also, that should be also clicked on, established a dedicated advertising budget. So as part of the budget process, we do have dedicated funds that are allocated to advertising. This helps us with any additional ad placements that we want to do, but we've been utilizing most of this budget right now to do paid boosting of our social media posts, which has helped to get more traction on our social media channels and help to build engagement there. So we have established a dedicated advertising budget for each fiscal year, and that's included in our operations. That was supposed to be switched. We are still working on developing a multilingual marketing plan for park services. So 1.1.2 and 1.1.3 is supposed to be switched. So we're still working on that. That is something that has not been completed. So we'll update that. And then the creation of promotional materials to showcase parks and trails. So we've also done that as well. There in the Play magazine, if you've scrolled through that, there's a digital map that showcases all of the parks and trails and where they are. And then we've also done some highlights on our social media channels to promote all the different trailheads that we offer. So we're going to continue to do more and more of that as we continue to engage in this master planning process. Some other items on this 1.2 subsection for wayfinding systems. We have been looking at evaluating a signage program in all of our parks. We have lots of different signs in our parks that are not consistent. And so our park maintenance team have been working to go through that, go through all of the parks, kind of come up with the standardization of signs and what should be included all throughout the park system. So that is going to take some time, but we're already starting that work now. So that's at least in progress, but that's going to take a couple of fiscal years for us to actually do that, because we're going to have to come up with a full design package, upgrade all of our signs. That could be monument signs also, so that's going to take some time for us to go ahead and move that forward. So those are some notes there. In section 2.1, advocating for improved multimodal access between parks, park facilities, and trails. We are working with CV Link on promotion of the CV Link now and how it interacts with our park system. We're also going to be working a lot more with sustainability. They've had some transition in staff, but we are looking to engage them more because they handle the cycling, the bike lane program throughout the city. We've included the bike lanes on our park map, so that's also in the play brochure, so you can see all the dedicated bike lanes throughout the entire city. And we're looking to do a lot more engagement with CV Link. So that's something that we're doing there. And then also on 2.1.4, we've re-engaged conversations with the sustainability department. We know that we have some bike racks that are in storage, and so we're looking to see how we can deploy that with some, especially with this new restroom at Victoria Park, of putting some bike racks there, and then seeing somewhere else throughout the entire park system where we can add some additional bike racks. So if you are looking or know of any additional bike rack placement, please let us know so we can make sure we're capturing that. All right, 2.2.5, which has to do with trails. At the educational kiosks at trailheads. So some of our trailheads already have some educational kiosks, but we've noticed in just review of those signage that they need to be updated, or there's some letters missing, or the map is completely gone. And so the maintenance team has been working that now. We just submitted a purchase order to replace some of that those signage. So we're looking at doing that. And then the maintenance team has also been, also just submitted a request for some standardization of kiosk signs that we will place in every park. That'll allow us to post like flyers and other informational items that we want posted throughout the park system, because we currently don't have that. I think Ruth Hardy Park is the only park that currently has that right now. So that'll be something that will come down the line.
So the trailhead kiosks, is there a mechanism in here to keep them updated, or have somebody go out periodically and check on them? Because we put those in last time I was on the Park and Recreation Commission, I think in 2012.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so.
So one of our other goals is we are doing a full asset inventory, where we have just started the process with, well, we already had the system, but we're now tailoring the system for our needs. And so we will be putting that into our preventative maintenance plan. So we're constantly looking and checking in on our trails.
That's what I'm looking for.
You got it.
Yes. It works.
Yes. All right. So continuing on, 3.1.2. While this is a future kind of bigger goal down the line, it's we have a community garden at Demuth Park that is underutilized. And so sustainability currently manages our community garden program in the city. And so we're looking, especially after they've had some turnover in staff, once they hire on those new staff, we're broadening the discussions on how we can engage with them a lot more on promotion and overall just general maintenance of the community garden program. There's also been other conversations with other organizations in town on how we can enhance overall presence of community gardens and other kind of parks and other neighborhoods throughout the city. We're not completely there yet, but I just want to let you know that while that's a goal for an outer year, we're starting to have those conversations now more broadly so that we can continue on kind of coming up with a game plan on how we want to approach that in the future. Also on 3.1.4, expand tree planting with climate resilient native species. So in 2025, we did host an Arbor Day tree planting event at Victoria Park. Yep. And then we're looking to continue that also this year with a different park. We just haven't solidified that park just yet. We're going to be doing some tree planting here at the City Hall Dog Park that we're working with sustainability on. But one thing just of note here is that we're continuing, while we don't directly handle the overall tree program throughout the city, we're making a conscious effort of figuring out where we need to add more trees and more shade trees throughout the whole the park and rec system. So that's something that we're continually working on so that we can add more trees in the community. Section 4, renewing the system. Create a prioritized maintenance schedule based on audit findings. I kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but the park maintenance team with their new software will be doing more and more of this, especially as we're going through and kind of grabbing or notating all of our assets in parks so that we have a better understanding of what is out there, where it's located, and what is the lifespan. We currently don't have any of that information. We have some of that information, but we can do a much better job of maintaining all of that in our software. And so that's a big project that our team is taking on, but something that's going to be really beneficial to us in the future. And one of the big exciting things is we've transferred park maintenance. That happened in the spring of this last year. So where it was previously handled and overseen by Public Works, that is now under our purview. And that team has just been a phenomenal addition to us, and we're really excited to have them as part of our department and part of our staff. So they've been doing a great work, and we've seen it, but I hope you all can see it too, as we're seeing a lot more ownership and care in the park system and just overall the general maintenance, which is truly just shown by having just this great team as part of our department. 4.1.3, just a note here, we've continued to have a lot of conversations with the sustainability department as far as some practical waste management, sustainable waste management opportunities throughout the park and rec system. So some of our parks have both trash and recycling receptacles. Not all of them do, and we're trying to see how we can better serve and partner with sustainability on kind of those waste management practices. We don't have something fully in place and implemented just yet, but we're having those conversations with them. We're also looking on how we can kind of take that into for special events, especially Village Fest, something that happens weekly. Our current operations aren't set up for us to fully handle 2 different types of waste after events, because we don't have dedicated systems when we come back here to the yard. So it requires a lot more internal conversations on how we make that possible. But I just wanted to make a note of that we're slowly starting to work on that sustainability currently. On 4.3, improve perceived and physical safety in park spaces, promote the use of the My Palm Springs app for safety reporting. So we have an ad in play where we're starting to promote the My Palm Springs app. We're also looking at working with internally with this new system that the park maintenance team is working on how all the data and information submitted by the public through My Palm Springs transfers into our park maintenance software. And so that'll allow us to more easily dispatch out with other issues that we're seeing out in the park system. Because currently we're working off of 2 different systems, but something that we still continually want to use and promote so that residents know what's going on. What, did you have a question?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you meant. All right. Okay, stewarding the future. So 5.1.1, assign the facilities oversight role to streamline operations and services across facilities. The intent of this one was to add a dedicated staff member that would oversee essentially facility operations for the entire department. While that portion hasn't been fully completed, I do want to make a note that we have been really focusing for the managers and coordinators at each facility to have them really understand and manage the operations and the reservations of their facilities. We're also looking at streamlining and developing a really robust facility reservation policy. That is currently not in place, and if you've tried reserving one of our facilities recently, it is very cumbersome and really challenging to do so. And so that is something that we're really working on, and it should be in place by the time we open up the pavilion in May. that we'll have an updated policy. So while we don't have one central person overseeing this role, it is being handled by each manager at each facility. So that's just something to note. 5.1.2, conduct a class comp study. So Human Resources launched this initiative in 2025. They've engaged a consultant to really perform this class comp study analysis. So that has been completed. We don't have the results of that just yet because that's still ongoing. But that is something that Human Resources has taken on as they're doing that citywide. All right, 5.2.3, new pricing policy. There was a fee update that was adopted by the council and launched in December. So that has been completed, and that was taken into account the recommendations that was done by one of the consultants and consultant with us, so that we had a better understanding of all of our new pricing policies. And then also revising the user fees to maximize revenue for cost recovery. I do want to point out that we are not fully cost recovery in this city. So we're not meeting cost recovery goals, but we are maximizing revenue. So that we want to make sure, and this is a policy direction by the council, is we try to keep fees as low or affordable as we can for our communities to take advantage of our services. You will see other park and recreation agencies that they are very high in cost recovery. That is just not a policy that we've set here, which is really great and beneficial to our community. And you may have seen as part of the golf users, right? We miss that with our golf community, but we're slowly taking that into account so that we adjust their fees in the future. And then the other item is 5.2.5, implement dynamic pricing strategies. So we've also done this as part of the fee update, where this allows us to change pricing here and there on some of our programs, not everything, so that we can look at enhancing revenues in some of our operations. In 5.3.1, this hasn't been completed, but we've had internal conversations on evaluating our programs and services by implementing some new survey methodology, just so we could get some feedback from our users. We haven't really done that in quite some time, and so we want to have a better understanding of how what the type of questions that we should be asking. But we really put it on staff and had a lot of internal conversations on how can we make sure that we're staying relevant, that we're not just repeating a program just because we've been doing it for 20 years, but we're also creating new programs that are going to entice new people to come into our facilities as well. 5.3.3, implementing an internal system for tracking revenue and expenditures. We've been doing a lot of work over this past quarter on setting standards for ActiveNet. This is our registration software that we utilize for all of our programs. We had been utilizing this program for years and years with really no formal training with staff, where we hired someone to do long trainings and set a lot of different policies and procedures so that we have a standard across all of our programs and services that we're offering. And this dovetailed in time with Play, that now we're operating on seasons. So this will allow us to fully kind of run reports and get accurate data on how many people are coming through our programs, and then allows us to go back and have get a better understanding of how much revenue that we are generating from those programs. And then this ties in with Tyler Munis, which is the city's financial system, where we track all of our expenses, where we're having a better understanding and training staff how to go in there and find all of the expenses for their program, so they have a better understanding of their budget and what it takes to truly operate their program. So while not completed, we're still making a big headway on getting towards completion of that goal. 5.4.1, collaborate with grants writer to explore diverse funding opportunities. We have started to be on this monthly call with the city's grant writer, Townsend. John attends that monthly call. And so this allows us to continually look for other grant opportunities that may be out there, similar to just USTA, the United States Tennis Association. We're looking at other ways that we can diversify the city's funding opportunities so that we can make sure that we stay competitive with other opportunities that are coming online. And they also inform us of other things that they're hearing out. So we've been notified of other kind of grants that we may be able to apply for in the future. I want to restart right now. 6.3, yeah, thank you. 6.3.1, extend facility hours to include weekends. So we marked this as partially completed. A few months ago, we expanded hours at the Demuth Community Center where we are now open on Saturdays. And we will be onboarding a new staff member at the James O. Jesse Center soon, where we will also be looking at expanding hours at James O. Jesse on Saturdays also. So that should be coming sometime in spring or early summer. And so we will be able to complete that once that's done. And so this is something great that the team has been working really hard on to make sure that we are open on Saturdays to our community members. And almost there. 6.4.1, audit citywide programs. I alluded to this earlier, but we've had a lot of conversations within our internal management teams on how we come up with an evaluation system of our programs. And so we're looking at some key programs right now that we are evaluating so that we are avoiding redundancy, that we have an understanding of who our, for lack of a better term, competitors are out there, and we're not duplicating efforts, but we also have an understanding of making sure that we are staying relevant in the programs and the services that we are offering. So that's a full kind of listing of all of the master plan kind of goals and objectives and kind of where we are at this time. But happy to answer any other questions that you may have.
Any chance we could add like some young professional stuff under 6.4? Just seems like a section we're really kind of missing. A few other cities that I've lived in, because I'm a bit of a gypsy. I've had like, you know, kickball, that kind of stuff for not families.
I gotcha. I was like, yeah, I got it. Yes, let us figure out how we add that in.
I need friends, Nick.
What's that?
I need friends. Help me out.
What about dodgeball?
Kickball, dodgeball, like,
Yeah, we know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just seems like, you know, adding for teens and seniors is awesome, but we're kind of missing there are young professional kind of ages in this city that really get overlooked here, I think. There we go. I got chance.
Other comments?
Does it look like all of the things that are marked for this fiscal year will get done? It kind of looks like it will to me.
Yes.
So
or if not get done, at least
get started.
Yeah.
So if that happens, would you start with the next fiscal year?
We would continue on. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a comment in here, I think I saw about engaging the commissioners in, there, I just passed it. There's one, engage the Parks and Recreation Commissioners and the community and safety audits. We need to have a better understanding of what that means and what the intent of that was in the master plan.
Where's that?
The
4.3.3.
last one, where it says during the future.
Yeah, because I mean, we would kind of handle that with with other consultants or other kind of standards, and so we don't really know.
I
what
don't
that-
even, I mean, I think we would have to be learned in safety
Right. yeah,
protocols and stuff, which
Right.
we don't, we're not.
What's that?
And that was discussed when that came up on that.
Got it, okay. Well, then we do have an understanding of what that means.
Somewhat, I was there for some of the conversation.
Got it. Anything else? Okay. Sorry, I'm going back to the presentation.
Well, it's still you. You're talking about special events now.
Yeah, just the blue zones thing.
Oh, blue zones. Okay, so we have been doing a lot of work, or I'm sorry, some preliminary work with Palm Springs Blue Zones project. We are looking to see how we can take kind of their initiatives into the parks and work alongside us. And one thing that they would like to do is sponsor no smoking, no vaping in our parks. And so here are some options that they have presented. And so I wanted to bring this up to you all to see if you like any of these designs, or if you are okay with moving forward with this partnership with them, and then open that forward.
Who's gonna enforce that?
Yeah.
What's that?
Who would enforce that?
Well, it's already a municipal code, so it's already put in place.
Okay, so that's my answer.
What?
I said, there's my answer.
I have a question, because
Well, actually, our park rangers do notify.
But at least it's something.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not implementing something new.
when
but we
Blue
don't, I'm sorry, to get to your point, we're not an enforcing agency, right? And so I do
I
education.
understand that.
Oh.
It was almost like a sarcastic comment.
Oh,
This
I
is great.
understand.
We need to put it out there.
Gotcha.
Enforcing it is difficult, but
It
at
is.
least it's out there.
my city of Calabasas was the first non-smoking city in the United States. And at the beginning, it was really hard because, I can't smoke anywhere in public, nowhere. And now it's been many years, and it's like, it just takes time for. But my question I had was, when Blue Zones first came, the original group of them, a few of us, quite a few of us, went to the meetings and thought we would get involved. Is it possible, because Blue Zones does cross into Parks and Rec in some ways that we can utilize them. Should we make an ad hoc where we can have some people from the Blue Zones with us, that we can have ideas? Because aren't they looking to do things with green spaces and parks and those types of things?
Yes. I don't know if we want to create another ad
Okay.
hoc. I would say maybe this work would kind of fall under park enhancements, possibly.
Okay.
That would at least be my recommendation.
Okay.
Yeah, is have that fall through park enhancements.
Okay.
Add that to our list. Add it
You
to the
have a
list,
long
Jay.
list. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
I was gonna continue to stay involved with them as a volunteer, but.
I mean, you're all welcome to continue to do that.
well, you've been involved, I've been involved, Nancy's been involved, right?
And I wanna stay involved, because I think it's really important. for
You're
the
on
city.
park enhancements.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I'm talking about Blue Zones.
Yeah.
Is this something that should wait until we figure out all the other signage so it meshes?
Well, I mean, that's really up to you. The recommendation right now is to put something up so that, something that Blue Zones has already in place.
I think it should be separate, because I think you want it to stand out, and you don't want it to just be another sign that people just pass by and.
Well, back to what Alexandra said, we should be consistent, and if our wayfinding and our signage is a certain way, there's no reason why this shouldn't be part of that. And
Like, I could see it
All
being a
these
different
separate
color or
signs.
something,
Yes.
but it should be like the same general,
Right.
so we know it's coming from.
But like, I love how it's like, it pops, like I like that bit, you know? I don't know what your plans are with the other signage, if it's gonna be bright or it's gonna be like
Well,
more,
we don't have plans yet.
right.
Right.
And we don't wanna do it around because of what they did, if we wanna make it the same. So I guess the question is, can they do something temporarily until we decide, the parks decide what
Could
we want
be.
it to be in the future?
Are these signs by Blue Zones or the city of Palm Springs? Like who's starting this initiative? Like who's putting the signs up and taking care of them?
But Blue Zones
Blue
can't,
Zones?
The
But-
intent was blue zones, yeah. Well, for as long as they are here.
but they can't put up signs in the park.
That's why we're requesting
Right.
approval, yeah.
Right,
We have our
so,
park logo
so
on them.
I agree with Alex, it should probably be one cohesive signage program that includes this, rather than some separate signs that go up independently. And then
That's
just-
probably how we got to where we are today.
And just, exactly,
Just, I
and
guess.
just have to have them replaced later
Yeah.
with, to be consistent with our signage program.
But if we're going off these three options, I would go against option one, because it doesn't have anything about the city of Palm
Yeah.
Springs.
Right, agreed.
Like, I would instantly
Yep, me
say
too.
no.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, it's blurry, but yes.
It's in their other corner.
Tiny one at the
It's
bottom.
a- yeah.
Oh, there you
Well,
go.
I do like the dark, the white on the blue, I really do think it pops.
And option two looks like it's faded already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, people are gonna just, they're not gonna,
So if we decide to go move forward,
Go to
I
number
would
three.
move to go to option three,
yeah, I like that one.
but only if we're gonna do it.
That's a nice design though for signage with,
Like what I'm saying, like that bottom third of it with the little wiggly guy and the logo, like that's what all our signs should look like, if that's what our
right,
signs
I
are
mean,
going
it's
to
a
look
nice,
like.
it's a nice look.
Doesn't
yeah.
matter what color, like the rest of it, but like something has to be uniform. But of those three options, I'd go three, because one, you can barely see the logo.
So, the citywide park signage program is gonna take some time, so keep that in mind. You know, we'll obviously take whatever direction the commission moves forward with. But I mean, this could be something to work in partnership with them now if we decide to, just to have something up there. But if you wanna wait, we can wait until we have something more fully developed.
Well, how, when you say wait, are we talking 6 months, are we talking, I mean, because I think we need signs up there for this. I think it's important.
Wait for the signage program?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if it's, it could be a while, like, I think we need something up there.
It could be years.
Then we have to put, if they're willing to do this, then I think we have to do this for our parks. And if it's gonna be years, we can always replace them, in 2 years, they're gonna need to be replaced. We'll incorporate them into our design, but at least we get something up there on them. That's how I feel.
The only thing I don't like about option three is like, I wanted to say, no smoking in giant letters,
Well,
and it doesn't.
can't we ask them to incorporate one
Can't you
into
put-
3?
Can we
Yeah.
just,
Squiggly at the bottom.
yeah, can we put the squiggly at the bottom instead of the logos at the bottom on one?
Yeah, with all the people that look like they're like,
You know exactly what we're
it
talking
looks like
about.
they're the supporters. It looks like they're the, what do you call it, when you like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like film festival, like all the different people.
sponsors.
Yeah, the sponsors, like, that shouldn't be sponsored, it's, just do it, yeah.
Yeah, that is what it looks like. It
Yeah, I
looks
don't
like a
like that.
sponsor.
I like one with the bottom squiggly.
Yeah, put the squiggly from three on option one, and let's move forward with it.
And now that's forever called a squiggly.
No, I do think we shouldn't wait a year,
So-
we should do it.
So maybe what we do is say, we're on board with you putting up signs in our parks if it says the following. This is what we
Yes.
want the sign to say, not any of those three options, we want this.
Yes, if that's how you all decide to vote, yes, we can do that and we can take that feedback and give it back to them.
I would vote for that, yes.
All right, so I would make the motion to say yes, as long as we combine options one and the squiggly of option three.
Yes.
I
would
second that motion,
motion.
but,
And please put squiggly
Yeah.
in the minutes.
Yeah.
and
Are
I
you
do
still there?
I do like the young lungs at play. I don't know how you incorporate that, because then it's so much word, you know.
It's too many words, you gotta,
So-
you gotta have one or the other.
It just
I
needs to say no smoking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah,
That's it.
No vaping, no smoking.
yeah, yeah.
And you're okay with the Spanish translation right below it? So that
Of
same
course.
sentence,
Yeah,
just
perfect.
with
Yeah, wouldn't
the
it?
squiggly,
Yeah.
the
Just
squiggly.
Transpose the squiggly over the logos.
Right.
And I think that would be the
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no,
Okay.
I mean, I get what they're going for with the young lungs at play, but
well, that's, everyone knows that there's kids playing in the playground that shouldn't be around smoke, but it's bad for everybody. Old lungs at play.
Again, you guys
Alright,
are
so
missing the
there-
middle of this.
There is a
Middle
motion
lungs
and a
at play.
second.
So we'll go with that roll call vote. Thank you for the motion. Chair Moralia,
approved.
Vice Chair Nagaya?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Commissioner Admeyer?
Approve.
Commissioner Diaz?
Approved.
Commissioner Ferguson?
No.
Commissioner Fine?
Yes.
Commissioner Finland?
Approved.
Commissioner Phillips?
Approve.
Commissioner Roddy? Motion approved. 6
I mean, we can always, as a parks, if we don't like it, we can always take them down and remove them and change them, correct?
It's okay if this is
Right?
not, it's okay if this is not unanimous.
No, I know,
sure.
but I just want to
Yeah, yeah.
know that just
I'm sorry, I
because we,
missed that question.
just because we want the parks, the signage, we have a right to, like, in a year, say, we don't like the way these signs look, we want something different, okay.
And I
7
will
yeses
let
and
them
2
know. I will let them know that also.
Okay, motion approved with 7 yeses and 2 noes.
All right.
We can do that ourselves.
Moving on. Upcoming special events just for you all to be aware of. All right, on Friday, February 6th, we have the Black History Paint Night. This is at the Duluth Community Center. This is an opportunity to explore stories, achievements, and contributions of Black leaders, artists, and trailblazers while enjoying a do-it-yourself paint session. This event is free and begins at 5:30 at Duluth on February 6th. We have also a Love and Loteria event on Friday, February 13th, also at Duluth. So come celebrate love and friendship at this event. This is free, open to all ages, and begins at 6 p.m. on the 13th.
Is it geared towards younger, or is it like geared towards any, like, is it like a more of a kids event?
It's all ages.
Okay.
All right, on February 28th, we have the annual Black History Parade and Town Fair that happens in downtown Palm Springs. So join the city of Palm Springs in celebrating Black history with our annual parade, food vendors, live music, and entertainment. This is in partnership with the Black History Committee. The Department of Parks and Recreation assists them with the coordination of this parade, and they put on the Town Fair. So we're gearing up and preparing for that on Saturday, February 28th.
We were in the parade last year, Parks and Rec, we did walk the parade.
Oh, that's right.
We walked it, and I think it's important that we're there this year again in some capacity, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, we will coordinate that
Okay.
with you all. On Saturday, February 14th, we have the annual adult basketball tournament. This is going to be held at the James O'Jessy Desert Highland Unity Center. First game starts at 9 a.m., and so don't miss an action-packed day of tournament-style play at the James O'Jessy Center. And those are the upcoming special events. We're almost there.
Okay, ad hoc committee updates. I can start with Dog Park. We just had our ad hoc meeting last week. And everything seems good right now. They like the new chairs that we bought.
Amazing.
The only real outstanding issue we have for them is really the overseating schedule and that area of the City Hall dog park that always floods. Those are the biggies. But otherwise, they're pretty calm at the moment. Happy. Content, I don't know. One of those words.
All of
Exactly.
those words.
Pickleball. They love you.
Project is moving along. I have not gotten any complaints from different sectors within our city. People are more or less content with the progression of the project. Hopefully, we'll continue on schedule, and that's all I have to report on the pickleball project.
I just wanted to let you know, I had a few complaints about that they don't bring water to play pickleball because they don't have any bathrooms, so they don't want to bring water. And
You're
drink
talking
it.
about the temporary facility.
Yes. And I don't know that there's anything that can be done about that, but I have some friends that play there, and they said there's no place to go to the bathroom.
How much longer is the temporary parts?
Probably until June. And we are not allowed to have portable restrooms on site. That was the agreement with the school district to allow for those to be converted to temporary pickleball courts.
So to catch 22.
Yeah, exactly.
Swim center?
John pretty much provided a description as to the exploratory work that's being going on. I would say, though, that kudos to the swim center team and adapting to the various challenges that they faced with this thing going on and how they were able to get it going pretty smooth. So really nice job.
Has the golf ad hoc met yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have.
I don't know who the person is for that.
I will share, and if my co-chairs want to share, is that okay?
Yep.
We've had a few meetings, we've actually had 3 meetings, and we had one on January 19th. And amongst the different things we discussed was brought to our attention with regard to issues or problems with beams at the facility. And they are in need of repair. And some of the ad hoc committee members were kind enough to forward pictures to myself, which I shared with Nick, pertaining to those beams needing repairs. It was also brought to our attention that there's bathrooms at the site that need a refresh for patrons of the golf course. We also had a discussion on the wish for freshly cleaned driving range for more than once a week. There was also some concerns raised with regard to dog walkers and bicycles. And I think there was more or less safety worries or concerns pertaining to that in close proximity to the golf course. So Parks and Recreation, Nick is researching appropriate signage pertaining to this, to give an advisory to folks who are in the area, either walking their dog or on bicycles. We had a discussion at each of the meetings pertaining to the fee schedule, and Nick had discussed that earlier in our meeting today. And it's under assessment, under review, and it's in a holding pattern right now. We'll have a final determination on that in times to come. I don't have a time frame, but it's being reviewed right now. There's going to also be some electronic upgrades with the computer system at the facility. We welcomed a new member to our ad hoc from the men's group. That was Mr. Robert Arnott. And our next meeting is tentatively set for February 28th at noon via Zoom for the committee members. Nancy, unfortunately, was not able to join us at the last session.
You know, I'm gonna have to drop off this committee because I can never seem to be available on those dates. So on the February 28th, I'll be in Australia. So I think I'll have to resign from the subcommittee. As much as I wanted to be involved, it just isn't working out. So.
How many other people are on it? Alexandra, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Michael, the next one's on the February 26th.
February 26th, okay.
I'm still going.
So we still have 2. Unless somebody has a burning desire to join it, I think we're still okay. Do we have to like do something to remove her from the ad hoc or not really? Other than tell Riley?
Doesn't need a vote. Not if you want to drop off.
Okay.
I'll send an updated list to you guys on the next packet.
Does anybody have a burning desire to join the golf ad hoc? Okay. I've now been there a couple of times. I eat at what I call the Creek,
There you go.
the little cafe.
Nick, when you get a chance, can you give me the Century contract too?
I assume the beams are the outside structure?
Huh?
Okay.
And Alex, do you have anything more that you wanted to add based upon what I shared?
No, that's pretty much everything. The other thing was the stench that they get out there, which we think may be the grease trap. So hopefully we get that taken care of and it takes care of it.
The dog walkers and the bicyclists are, I can't tell you how much pleasure I get out of it because I see it happening, because I literally live on the golf course.
Are they
It's
walking on,
hilarious.
are they on the cart path? Or are they
No,
just
they're
on?
right in the middle of the fairway.
Oh,
Yeah,
The dog walkers, the bicyclists are on the golf
on the
course.
cart path, yeah.
yeah, that's what they were talking about. And that's more an issue for us legally
That's
than
safety,
anything
yeah.
else, which is part of the new signs.
Stay off the grass.
I do hear the golfers yell 4 though.
Right. 40 on 5, it's a
So,
problem.
you know, they're given the warning.
Yes.
Okay. Master plan and park enhancements.
Last but not least. All right, so my update is for the public arts portion of it. So I've been meeting with Tina Gonzalez, I apologize, Vice Chair of the Public Arts Commission. And so say hello to Tina, thank you for being here. So we have a great partnership with them, and we talked last meeting about rolling out assessments or surveys in each of the parks to kind of identify or to take a look at the art that's there, identify potential spaces for future art. And so I will be working with staff. I'll work with Riley to send out communications on when these come up. So we've done Sunrise. We squeezed that in before this meeting. But there'll be opportunities for everybody in this commission to participate in at least one or two, whichever part is important to you, the walks that we do. So I'll keep you posted. But we did walk through Sunrise Park. John Berkeley was there with us, did a great tour of the park. So thank you. Nancy, Commissioner Ferguson was with us as well. And so Sunrise, we did the walk. We talked through some of the pieces that were discussed in the July meeting, especially the path. So we walked through the path and we identified several pads that exist in the park. So they were obviously there that they either held art at some point or they were designed to hold art. So we identified those and marked them on a map, which we will share once we get a visual together. But it was a great walkthrough, great to kind of see places and identify, places for future art, and then kind of look through where things will be placed. There's only 2 spots that would require pads to be built that we identified. Once on the spot, kind of next to the existing art piece on Sunrise, and then not too far from that. But I say that all just to kind of let you guys know that there is space there that's designated that just looks naked without it. So, their plan is a good one, and of course, as they choose pieces to go in the park, they will work with us and present them to us. Did I miss anything?
No.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it.
I also just want to remind all of my fellow commissioners that if you are going to have an ad hoc meeting, make sure you involve the city staff. Don't just do it with just you guys and whoever. Try to get a staff member there.
Are those committee meetings, I'm on both of your committees. I don't recall getting anything, but that doesn't mean that I'm not looking in the right place. Where am I supposed to be looking? And are you sending direct mail pieces?
I'm not sending it. It usually, for me, it comes from Riley because she creates the Zoom meeting for me. And so she sends it to the whole ad
For
hoc
both of
committee.
yours, is that the way it
Is that
happens?
what happens for you guys too?
Yeah.
It's always on your city email.
It's on my city email?
On your city email, yes.
Oh, yeah. Everything comes on that
Everything
email,
is
not
on
your personal one.
City email.
Okay.
Are you still having
That's my bad.
issues with that?
Yes, I'm still having
Okay.
issues with that, okay.
All right.
So then let's make sure we connect so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we can make
So you
sure
can
you
make
get
sure.
access.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. So I don't want to feel like I'm falling down on my sword and not participating and being, part of the process.
All right.
I'll get that up for you.
Thanks.
Commissioner comments?
I have one.
Go ahead.
In addition, I don't know if you all know, but I swim every damn day. Every day, 6:15 in that pool, every day. Nick, you need to know what an outstanding job those people are doing. I mean, I know I say this at every meeting, but I also want to read to you something that Rob had sent to me about, they've got a new master swim class. And he said, we're super excited about the new master swim class team. This morning at 5:30, we had 18 new swimmers. Master swim is open to everyone 18 years older or older. All the sessions are with a swim coach and practice Monday through Friday. Can I just pass it around? He took a picture of the first group that came through. They're just, I got there this morning and there were so many cars in the parking lot. I thought, holy shit, this is gonna really be bad. But they're all doubled up in lanes, so there was still 5 lanes that were open to swim. So it's just, they're doing a remarkable job. And that's why when I say, swim center, didn't know you met. So, and if you see that you're having meetings and you've got other commissioners that are on the team with you, reach out to me. In this case, please let me know how I can participate, if I'm not jumping on a Zoom that you've scheduled a meeting for.
I was going to say, I had a 10 o'clock meeting this morning at the pavilion, and there was no parking, literally, at like 10 o'clock. And then I saw it said city staff, and there was a million of them open, but I can't park there because I'm not technically a city staff.
We don't even park there.
Who parks there?
So you
Some
could.
city staff.
The last thing, John, I'd
Some
like
do.
to ask is, because I'm so involved in swim center,
Uh-huh.
I'd really like to be on that ad hoc, and I'll stay on the other two, but I would love to be a part of the swim center ad hoc.
Charlie, I only have you on dog park right now. What was the other one
This
you were
list here says
thinking?
public art.
Oh, that was,
That was
That's
dissolved.
We don't have that, we're not.
Never mind.
We don't have that
Then,
yet.
yeah.
That was something we were
You
going to
wanna be on
have.
swim center?
Yes, please. If the chair agrees.
100%.
Please
We
do.
needed someone, so that's perfect.
So I go to the city website, which I still haven't been able to figure out the city email, and that's where the notices go for the meetings.
Only
Your
for
emails.
Other than this
commission.
meeting, which you send to my Gmail. That's where I got this one.
come to your city email.
Nope, got it right in my Gmail. That's what I'm saying, I get these notices in my Gmail, but the ad hocs I've never gotten.
But you may be getting the Gmail notice, like I get it on my personal email, because I signed up.
forward it.
I signed up to get the agenda for Parks and Recreation before I got on the Parks and Recreation Commission. It could be that's what you've done.
Sure.
Yeah, but then the ad hocs would not follow suit.
No, because you're not getting Riley's emails.
Yeah.
You're not getting her emails.
So we'll coordinate
We'll get
that with you.
together.
Sorry
No,
okay.
it's
to be the odd man
At
out.
least you're getting the agendas.
I do, I get it. Every month. But seriously, they're just doing a remarkable
Yes, thank you for
job.
sharing that.
And it's, the porta potties are there. It's open, it's easy to get in and out. It is a little bit brisk as you get out of the pool. It's at 7 in the morning and there's no hot shower to go to. And I know that those will be reopened, I guess, after this week's poking holes and such.
Yes, yeah, so next week, they should be reopened.
Just a quick one. Who would we contact if something's like outdated on the My Palm Springs app?
Communication.
One of us.
One of you guys.
Well, is it department or another department? Is it Parks and Rec or another department?
Another department.
Oh, okay, so then it would be communications. But you can let us know, we'll forward that on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Other commissioner comments?
Oh, wait, I got one.
Yeah.
The, the Friends of the Palm Springs Library are having a book sale on Saturday.
Oh, I saw that.
It's at the.
Shop with Nancy.
Yes, Shop with Nancy. It's at the Our Savior's Lutheran Church at the corner of Caballeros and Ramon. And our space is in the back of the church. It starts at noon, and we have lots of books.
Are they used and new?
They're all used, and most of them are $1.
Lovely.
Anybody else?
Actually, I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
The park cleanup that was at Desert Highland, how do we get on the list to find out, like, when things are like that are happening? Is it Engage Palm Springs, or like, what's the?
Because that came through sustainability, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the sustainability department. We can do a better job of informing you all when kind of those types of things happen. So put that on us so
I thought
that
there
we
was a
can make
flyer,
sure.
you might have been out well, I think there was a flyer for it, I remember.
I can't remember.
A cleanup, like you could go and join and clean up, and Jace, you might have not been at that meeting. But I think we were all told about it.
Yeah, I don't think there was for this one.
It was all, everyone could meet in the park, and then they would clean up.
That was
That's not
different.
the- Okay,
That's
yeah.
different, yeah.
I get that
Forget it.
sustainability thing.
Just joking.
I should sign up for those too.
Yeah, I get the sustainability thing too.
Yeah.
We'll just get
Only 'cause I'm
more emails out from us.
Any other commissioner comments?
Happy New Year, everyone.
If no, can I adjourn the meeting
I
at?
move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. Parks and Rec Commission meeting adjourned at 7:05 PM. Next meeting scheduled for February 23rd. Wow, really? Good day.
Yeah. When did we leave? So we're both.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sure I'll be